Hi everyone, and welcome to Sacred Symposium. This is burning some Palo Santo here. This is part of my channel where I do a channel from spirit. Sometimes it's mediumship, and I just do a piece to camera, just a little bit about how I bring through information. So this information can be from people who've passed over, it can be from guides, it can be angelic, it can even be galactic beings and higher forces, let's say. I always try and hold my little blue stone, which just helps with opening up the throat chakra. I have opened my energy, I've grounded my energy and opened up to this space. I'm here with Michael, Archangel Metatron, and Machiel Siljek. Now, we open the space and we open what I see as a little door and we invite people in. And I have two Irish ladies. And I heard one of them, she was in a band. And I heard one of their tunes in the week and I just thought, oh my God, she should come through. And so we have Sinead, but Sinead's not really taking centre stage today. We have, and I was thinking, what's her name? It's Dolores. From Cranberries. I feel Dolores is here, and I feel maybe that was her saying she wanted to come through. So she's given me a couple of things already. I don't know if it resonates, I don't know if it makes sense. I might do a Google after this just to be sure. But she was giving me camogie. For those who are Irish, you know what that is. It's like a hockey type thing. It's more like a girl's version of hurley. It's called camogie. I don't know if she played, I don't know if she supported it, but that's what I was getting. And I was also getting like medication, like antidepressants. So I believe that she passed by her own hand. But let's just see if this is what we're going to do today, mediumship. And she's bringing me to that comedy. I think she was in Father Ted, wasn't she? No, it's someone plays her. I don't know if it's her or if somebody plays her. Was she in Father Ted? I'm just getting that. A kind of real Irish rebellious, and she might have been, I wonder, was she in there? Anyway, I'll have to Google that as well. Okay, thank you, you've given me that. What else would you like to give me? Come and take a seat and let's chat. She realises it was a shock for the band. I'm getting there was a lot of maybe drug taking or abuses in that kind of way, like a synthetic chemical within the band. Not overly so, not in a addictive way, but just in the general music scene, drinking too much, maybe having some chemicals that's kind of coming up for her. Okay, we're getting real self-esteem issue here, real crisis with who she is, crisis with her personality, with her family, with growing up in Ireland. She became a front woman of the band because she wanted that freedom. She wanted that Irish, got this very divine feminine, which came in at the end of the tarot reading I did today, which is all about business. So if you have a business and you're interested in tarot for business, I did a sample of that today, so you can see if it's something that might tickle your fancy. Back to you. And she keeps wanting me to say her name, Dolores. So it was important I called her Dolores. And I address her. So she's got a certain standing, she's got a certain power. And I think she felt quite powerless in Irish society, and she was trying to scream and shout her frustrations with problems in Ireland and problems for a woman. I'm getting scapegoat now. There seems to be some sort of scapegoat perhaps she was a scapegoat for, the way people would then view maybe Irish women, or women are used as a scapegoat in Ireland for a certain amount of, behaviour is excused because you're a woman. People can treat you a certain way because you're a woman. That's kind of what's coming through. She's stomping her feet as if to be sort of marching, demanding. I don't know if she attended any marches, but it's kind of rights. It's about rights, women's rights. And she's even saying now, maybe less so when she was here, but now she has this intense passion to actually maybe even come back and be quite a prominent rights activist, because she didn't live that out fully. She probably, if she had have stayed, would have moved into a lot of activism and being a front person for that type of thing. So she's bringing me to children. I don't know if she had children. I think she left some of her children behind. And obviously sorry about that. And there's pain there about that. But she's never left them, she said. She's still around them. She's watching them grow. And it's almost like someone has graduated school or left school, or left, either left school and for that accomplishment, or left university, that accomplishment. It's like somebody's moved from one thing to another. She had her demons. She's saying she had her own personal demons, because it's like, how can people understand that you would do something? But she's saying she had her own personal demons. She was married. I'm getting that she was married. I think her husband may have moved on to a new relationship. And I'm seeing sort of him at a funeral, and I'm seeing that there is still this understanding that it was very painful for her to be here. It was almost like she was locked in a body and locked in a time and locked in an experience. There was some trauma, and that it existing was actually painful, and that at the funeral they understood that she was free of that difficulty, free of that pain. She's kind of sitting with a cigarette. I don't know if she smoked. So I'm kind of seeing her here with a cigarette. I'm also seeing her like a concert singing. I'm seeing touring, and touring might have taken a bit of a toll on her. It's like she had no ground, she had no roots, she had no anchor to hold her down. And the highs and lows of touring as well. I'm kind of seeing her in front of an audience, and there's a great high when people are singing back to you their song. But also you walk away and you're left with your own demons. You're left with your own shadows. You're left with your own... I'm kind of, getting that she used to... That critical self-mind might have been quite strong with her. Kind of schizophrenia. I'm not saying she was schizophrenic. That's not what we're saying, but we're saying that there was negative thoughts which were enhanced by the lifestyle. It didn't help. Can you give me some more information that people would find Meath. She's giving me Meath. I don't know if that's to do with where she lived or grew up, or maybe I'm feeling she sounded more Dublin, but she's giving me Meath. But I know there's an All Ireland coming up, semi-finals in Dublin this weekend. Be interesting to know if her band are going to be there, or her husband's going to be there, or if there's a connection there with that. Midlands. She is bringing me to the Midlands in Ireland, something about the Midlands. And Tuam as well, the Tuam babies. She's linking me to that. I'm interested, like I'm trying to suss out how her band got the name that they did. I'm getting tarot. I don't know if she liked tarot or did tarot, or there's tarot in her videos. No, I do tarot, but it's very much healing and from the light. But people use the imagery to create that kind of witchy imagery. So, I mean, visuals are used in music videos all the time to create a kind of scene, and in movies as well to create a scene, and often it is incorrect. So I'm kind of standing up to her a little here. She's kind of saying, yeah, it was just the vibe at the time. It was that kind of goth indie, alternative music vibe, which had its dark places. I think there might have been some sort of pressure put on her at one point with regards to, because they were quite successful very quickly, and then I think they disappeared, and then I think they came back a little bit. I'm getting a bit like the Cardigans. But it feels like there was some sort of pressure. It could be management pressure. There was pressure on them to do with management. It might have even been financial pressure. Because she took time out. She had to get away from them, but she had to kind of disconnect from the band. Sorry, my tummy's rumbling. This happens when spirit comes through. My tummy goes a bit funny. I have some white roses, not white roses, white tulips on my table here. She's bringing me to the white tulips. Something about tulips in either her video or at a funeral. She's buried a while. I feel like she might be buried in Dublin, maybe. It's bringing me to Glasnevin Cemetery. Something to do with Glasnevin and someone who's buried there. I think there might be a few famous people buried there. So, a few music people, a few musicians perhaps. I'll have to Google that as well. What else would you like to tell us? She's saying women, including her, have so much potential is the word that makes sense, but it's not enough. Potential is like you're going to get there, but she said it's not, you're getting there. It's like you hold a vessel of power that is unlimited if you can just tap into it. And women have been swayed from their own power for so long, and they are judging each other based on what the the patriarchal system, maybe even parochial, has thrust upon them to shame them and divide them. And she is saying it's time to liberate liberate yourself, liberate your soul. So anyone who's watching who feels that they are carrying a great weight, she is saying, liberate yourself, liberate your soul. You as a woman need to take your place on the earth. You need to stand tall, stand strong. You need to show up for your daughters and your sons. But this is magic energy. This is not like the masculine, like so she showed me men going out to work and earning the breadwinner, earning the bread, earning the money and bringing it back, and the women are domesticated and da 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 da. So she's showing the men going out and being workers, and men are built for that and they have the energy for that. And she said, don't think that your power should be translated into that. It's like, recognize your power just as you are sitting here right now. You emanate femininity, you emanate the female energy. You are female into your cells, and that is very different. So she is recognizing the true feminine, the true female. And it is not, sorry, sometimes I make my nose scratches off. It is not image, it is not body parts. It is, if you're, dare I say, if you're born a woman, it is very different to be housed in a female body. Even if you're a tomboy, even if you like wearing jeans and t-shirts all day, you're still, oh, my battery's gonna go, hang on, let me just go and save that. Pause, apologies for that, I just had to go and plug in. Where were we? Housing, but being. So it's not like you just hold feminine energy. You are feminine energy. You are the capsule for feminine. And she's like, dress feminine. She's here with this big skirt. Big skirt. She's sitting down, but she's got this big skirt. And it's like, why would you not use your femininity? Why would you not use this glorious power? The feminine is attractive, and it is attracting. So she's saying all these things that you want in your life, all these things that you want to bring in, all these things that you want to help, all these things that you want to take care of, attract the right circumstances, attract the right help, the right influence, the right environment. Attract all of it in. She goes, you've got such a power of attraction. Not just beauty, but in your beauty, in your femininity. Women don't realize the power of their attraction. And Sinead's kind of there saying, yeah, even with a bald head, skinned head, the power. Because she was able to come across a very feminine way, and very subdued and perhaps shy, because she was shy, and but she was still very feminine. She still held that powerful female. There's a real powerful female thing going on here. I feel like one other energy wants to join, and it feels like it's going to be a powerful female. So that three, that it's like the Three of Cups card in the tarot. Three women celebrating, three women coming together in celebration. Women, I'll try and find it here. I've got my tarot next to me here. Where is the Three of Cups card? I know I'm going to have to go through the whole deck to find it, right? Sorry, there is banging outside. I don't know why. Come on, where's the Three of Cups? Dun, dun, dun. Can the other energy please step in and make yourself known? Goodness, I don't think it's you, my dear. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting Margaret Thatcher, but she has been through before. Three of Cups. So this energy of celebrating each other, this energy of working together, this energy of coming together, this emotional connection, this understanding that females are a bit more emotional, and we have depths. We have depths that are often off limits. We have depths that we can go to that many do not understand. We have those depths of those waters, those emotions within us, and often we are quiet about all of that. But there is celebration. There's a reason to celebrate here. There is three. I'm just going to wait a minute just to see who this energy that they want to join them is. It's really weird. I'm getting Margaret Thatcher. Okay, so she's just sort of saying the element of being a woman in power, being a focal point for people to see that a woman can achieve. Now, she achieved in a man's world, but they're kind of saying this is about achieving as a feminine in a man's world. This might resonate for somebody in particular. You might be moving into a place of being recognized, and you are going to stand out because you're female, and the environment you're in or the people you're around, there might be more men than women. It can do with governments as well. There might be a changing of the guard. There might be a new feminine person coming in to rule or to govern some country. That might be why there's a political element coming in here. So that'll bring a new aspect to it's the visual. That's why Margaret Thatcher's coming in. It's the visual of a woman in power. And we don't have too much of that now. Very male dominated now. But there is the understanding that, I mean, from my perspective, it has to be the right person, and often I've not been a fan of a lot of the people who are putting themselves forward for positions of power in politics or are in positions of power in politics. There seems to be an issue with a lot of them. It's like someone's going to step up into a place of power. Margaret's going. It's like she's taking off her darker clothes now, the dark robe, the dark skirt, the heaviness, and I just see her in a simple white satin robe, like just plain, loose, very simple. And she feels she can breathe now. It's like the heavier, darker clothing. I don't know if she wore corsets at all, but there's a corseting, there's a tightness around her, being held, being restricted. Whereas now she feels able to breathe, able to be free. And that means as well free with her ideas, free with her thinking, free with her expression, free with who she comes to. Poetic in a way. Beautiful words, beautiful, again, the feminine, but not in divine feminine, but in sometimes, you know, the female just wants to be, just wants to watch the clouds, just wants to smell the smells, smell the rose bushes. It doesn't have to always be the doing. So there's an element of just being, reminding yourself to be, reminding yourself as a female, it's okay not to push, because you're adopting something which is not natural to you. You're taking on the energy of something which is not your natural energy. So yes, you have ambition, yes, you have drive, but it's drive your way, it's ambition your way, and to harness it and to make it potent and to make the possibilities happen. There's just something coming forward of trusting in your essence. It's not always about winning, she's saying. It's not always about a number one or winning or getting to top of the charts. And it wasn't for these two. It was about expressing something. It was about bringing something to the attention of others. And she's happy now. She's kind of saying, thank you for, because we're going on a little bit in time, thank you for bringing my attention to her today. And I'm getting lots of different female names now who have passed. I'm hearing a Karja, which is like a friend in Irish. Or my friends, a Karja, my friends, to friends. So, Gilgore, a little bit of Irish as well. And she's expressing that it's not in the nationalistic way. It's not in pushing Irishness in, again, a political way, in a regime, she's even saying. It's just about the poetry of it. It's about the lilt. It's about the rhythm. It's like tuning in. She kind of sounds like tuning into the fairies. People who sit and play trad music and they have the baron and the fiddle and it's like a magic, like the fairies, like a fairy magic. Don't know if she was into fairies. So she's saying that she had a lot of connection, but she didn't know how to deal with it or what to do with it. And that happens to a lot of people, especially back in the day. Growing up, there was no place to go, there was no one to talk to about this kind of thing, and there was no way of expressing it. So as an artist, she was able to express it a little bit, but she had restrictions. She had to fall into guidelines and do what was appropriate and accepted. She says she's not finished. I think she's going to come back and sit with me. She wants me to trust and truly believe that she's here. So I think she's going to let me go and Google all of that stuff. She said there's so many of them. There's so many Irish stars, like musicians. And it's like their energy has the signature of everything they've ever done. So they can meet energetically but what do they call it? It's like a jam session or a collaboration. They can meet and their energies influence each other, and they have this resonance. I think she's saying that I'll be going to something. Some kind of Celtic thing. Okay, I'm going to let you both go now. Thank you so much. We're on 30 minutes. Thank you for coming through. A pleasure to have you. So Sinead's just coming up now. Okay, so she's kind of alluding to that there will be a lot of anger about Ireland, about the way women were treated, maybe particularly for the June babies. There's going to be outrage and anger. I have to maintain my calm. That's what I'm being told. Sorry if you can hear that shouting that's downstairs. It's not shouting, it's just silence loud. Okay, so she's going to, but I feel they want to both come back and do some sitting with me. We got Maeve Binchy as well. So we've got a lot of artists, a lot of artiness, a lot of musicians, writers. Seamus. Yeah. I'm hearing Joyce now as well, but I don't know if that's my imagination. Okay, I'll leave it like that for now because we could be here all day. I'll let you all go back to where you came from. Thank you so much for coming in, and we are welcome. You are welcome to come and sit with me again, and we can do part 2. But from Dolores and the Cranberries, and a little bit of Sinead as well. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Sacred Symposium. Give me a thumbs up. Do share it if it resonates. If you followed the band, let me know how it felt. Let me know if it made sense. Let me know if you felt her. I have a feeling that people who watch this might have felt that connection with her. And she's kind of going, don't do what I did. Don't do what I did. So I think it's about keeping our power, learning about our power, and staying here to show up, to show up and teach the world about the feminine, because we have been taught to hide our femininity for so long, to hide our power, and that we had to be a certain way, and that was the only way that was acceptable. Bless you. Thank you for coming. I'm going to end it there. Thank you everyone for watching. Let me know what you think, and stay tuned for maybe part 2 if you want to come through again. Take care. Blessings. All the best. Bye.